Oh, sorry.
Oh, please sit here, Archbishop.
Well, thank you very
Yeah,
much.
thanks for joining
Thank
us
you.
today.
Oh, glad to.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, like, how's your summer been so far?
Summer's been good.
Yeah?
Summer's been good. Yeah, it's a time of transition, right? Getting used to Vancouver, and the
Great.
support's been great.
Great.
And this is the first day that we're sitting down here. We've got rain outside. And everybody was telling me how rainy Vancouver
Yes.
was, and this is the first day I've had it rain.
Mm-hmm.
So far, so good.
That's great. So how are you adjusting?
I think, well, now you may want to ask people upstairs how I'm adjusting. They might have a different idea, but it feels good to me so far.
That's great. So how are you liking Vancouver so far?
I love Vancouver.
Yeah.
I love Vancouver. It's all new. Everything's new. So the beauty of I can do without the traffic, but the beauty of the surroundings and the people that I've been working with here in the offices and encountering in the parishes, just been great.
Mm.
Are you a Canucks fan yet?
You are trying really hard to make me a Canucks fan. So what kind of answer do I want? Clay, I think, Christian conversion is a lifelong process. We know
Yes.
that. Canucks conversion might be even longer there. Clay, I'm not so sure yet. Not so sure.
Oh, for sure. Who's your favorite saint?
I kind of love St. Josephine Bakhita. There's a lot of saints.
Oh.
Blessed Mother, of course, is always first.
Yeah.
But St. Josephine Bakhita, just because everything she went through and how she was always so ready to be merciful to people and preached mercy. It's a very, very compelling story. I love Josephine.
Do you prefer
Hi
tea or
there.
coffee?
Coffee, I think.
What's the last book you read?
My last book. Well, actually, I just finished going through a couple books on St. Irenaeus.
Okay.
But I'm also taking a look at the detective novels, but they're old. They go back to the 30s, 40s, 50s. Rex Stout with Nero Wolfe. I love those.
Oh,
So
yeah.
making my way through those right now.
Oh, great. What did you want to be growing up?
When I was growing up as a kid, I often thought I'd like to be a bus driver.
Really?
Well, back in, of course, you're talking about the era of the dinosaurs, right? When I was a little kid. So that's when they still had those things that the drivers would flip the coins out to give change back.
yeah?
So I just thought that was the coolest thing.
The flicky thing?
Yeah, so I want to be a bus driver so I could do that.
That's so funny. What's the most adventurous thing you've ever done?
Well, probably the papal visit. My heavens,
yeah.
when they asked me to coordinate that. And then prior to that, not long after I arrived in Edmonton, we had to build a new seminary there, which was a fascinating project also. But both took great teams of people around me. It wasn't just me, obviously. But those were pretty significant.
What's your favorite hymn?
My favorite hymn.
Yeah.
Jesu, joy of man's desiring.
Oh.
Yeah, Bach. I
Yeah.
just love the words. He's all of our deepest desires. They all resolve in Jesus, right? He's the joy of our desiring.
Yeah.
And I love to be able just to hear that sung so beautifully and have people reflect on what it's really saying.
That's beautiful. Do you have any secret talents?
I don't have any talents, secret or public. No.
Is a secret even to you?
It would be. It would be a secret even to me.
Do you have any siblings?
I do. I'm the eldest of 4. So I got a
Oh.
brother and 2 sisters. And we went
Nice.
well planned by mom and dad, boy, girl, boy, girl.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. What's your favorite food?
Probably goes back to hamburgers.
Really?
I
Like a
really-
classic.
Yeah. I've always been a big fan of hamburgers. Yeah.
Nice. Yummy. Sweet or
Oh.
savory?
Sweet.
What's your favorite Bible verse?
What is I don't get this place. Anyway, Bible verse.
Yes.
I love the teaching of Jesus at the end of Matthew chapter 6.
Nice.
He was talking to the disciples, right? He says, what are you worried about? Look at how the Lord takes care of everything. The birds, the flowers, all of that stuff. Well, just put your life, everything in the hands of the Father who loves you beyond all imagining. He provides for your every need. Just don't worry. I love that. And I love it especially for today with the anxiety-ridden world that we're finding ourselves in, right? No, be at peace. The Lord's with us. Just trust in Him.
Yeah, don't worry.
Don't worry.
So, what's the best part about being an archbishop?
The best part about being an Bishop? Gosh. I think it's that opportunity first and foremost to gather the whole church together around the altar of the Lord for the Mass. So it happens so beautifully and so visibly at the Chrism Mass, but there are other opportunities too, where you really see the whole church at all levels, in all dimensions, gathered in unity around the altar. And that is really the heart of evangelization. I know this Archdiocese of Vancouver has long been dedicated to really thinking through how best to evangelize. But throughout the history of the church, the heart of that has always been the mystery of the Eucharist. And to see the church gathered as one around its bishop, around the altar of the Lord, I just have always found that such a powerful symbol. So celebrating Mass, it's always been my favorite part of being a priest, and certainly now of being the Archbishop.
That's really beautiful. So I'm really curious.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like to meet the Pope?
Meeting the Pope.
Yeah.
Well, I've met a few of them, and it's always just a very humbling, exciting kind of an experience. So most recently, Pope Leo, of course, when I went over to Rome for the Pallium.
Yeah.
And he is so approachable, so down to earth, so fraternal, and willing to give you his attention. So at that occasion, there were 50 new archbishops, and after it was all done, after the Mass was finished, we went back to the divesting area and did a group photo. But then he took the time to greet each of us individually. We don't know, can't imagine all the stuff that's on his plate, but he still took the time. And we each had a few minutes to chat with him. So I was quite taken with it. We've got a great Holy Father. Yeah.
When are you most inspired?
When am I most inspired? I'd go back to the liturgy. I just find that I'm most myself when I'm at prayer, most myself as a disciple, as a priest, as a bishop when I'm in the liturgy.
Yeah.
And to be there in the context of that prayer rising up to God and responding to God who comes to us first in the liturgy through the word and then the sacrament. Those are the moments where my heart has been most deeply touched, and where, as I'm listening to the word of God being proclaimed, things hit. They find a home in my heart and in my mind. Those are the beautiful moments.
Yeah. So what do you do in your downtime?
In my downtime, well, I'm looking for downtime right now. But you touched on it earlier. I do like to read, like to walk if I can.
Yeah.
If we get enough time, I'd like to get up for a few holes of golf.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I enjoy that.
Nice.
I play at it rather than play it, but nevertheless, I get out and I enjoy it very much.
That's so fun. What's your favorite movie?
Oh, I'm not much of a movie guy, I
Okay.
must say. But in fact, I was talking to a group of young people the other day. This topic came up, and it brought it back to my memory. Babette's Feast. Babette's Feast is a very powerful movie, just an extraordinary. How would I put it? I don't want to say a depiction, but an extraordinary living out of what the Eucharist means and how we can live it out in our relationships with other people.
Yeah. Do you play any instruments?
Used to play guitar quite a bit.
Nice.
But I would guess it's probably between 35 to 40 years since I picked up a guitar. So I wouldn't be able to remember a chord right now, let alone play.
Totally fair. Favorite place that you've traveled?
I would say Italy and Ireland.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I lived in Italy for a few years when I did graduate work. So I've got a special place in my heart for Italy, the Italian people. But I'm 2/3 Irish, and so a few years back, took a drive around some parts of Ireland and really loved that and loved the people. All of God's creation is so gorgeous, so I'm happy to visit wherever I can. But those are the two places outside of Canada. I'd like to emphasize that because Canada itself is such beauty. Extraordinary, really.
What languages do you speak?
I'm still struggling to learn and master English.
Are we all?
Yeah, I can get by with French and Italian. I'm trying to learn some Spanish right now, but that would be it.
Right.
Yeah.
What's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear, messing up.
That's so human.
Yeah. So in fact, that's often in my prayer. And people sometimes will say, "What do you want us to pray for, Archbishop?" I said, "Pray that I don't mess up," because it's such an extraordinary blessing and opportunity to serve as a bishop, and all I can offer is my weakness. All I can offer is my limitations, right, and the mistakes that I tend to make. So I just pray that I don't do that, and then the Lord will always be, well, he does, come behind really quickly to fix it all up.
So, what's the best advice you've ever received?
Best advice I ever received was from Sister Rita Marie
Okay.
in Halifax. I was a seminarian, and she was a sister of charity, and we would go to the seminarians, we'd go to the mother house for our retreats. And she was in her 90s at the time, and I don't know, we just struck up a friendship.
Nice.
So one day I'm chatting with Sister Rita Marie. I said, listen, seminarian, got any advice for me? She looked at me, she said, just stay close to Jesus and Mary. That was it. The simplest thing, and it's the best advice I've ever had, and I've lived from it ever since. Oh, I guess we're ready to start the interview now.